Welcome back, everybody. Today we're breaking down the details. What's better, Gemini or ChatGPT? All right, we've sourced from the best sources, known as 2 articles. No, okay, I've done a fair bit of research on this. But we've all probably tried out our fair share of AIs, right? ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot, and a bunch more. There's so many out there, but those are really the big names. Right now, today, we're just breaking down ChatGPT or Gemini, because I think those are the 2 biggest. Copilot is practically just ChatGPT anyway, from what I know. So, a lot of them are similar, so we're just doing those 2 today. But all right, let's start off simple. Right? Let's go with what platforms are the AIs on. So, ChatGPT is available on the web, on iOS, on Android, and even now a Mac OS app, which I think is pretty good. You go over to Gemini, and it's available on web, and then they do have through like Google. I don't think it's its own. Oh, no, it is its own app, Android and iOS. So, pretty similar, but no desktop app for Mac. Pretty good. Unless you use a Mac, maybe you want to go with ChatGPT. But, yeah. Both have a paid plan. Both paid plans are $20 a month, or you could get them for free. I believe ChatGPT's is $20. Yeah, it is. All right, so pretty similar there. Now let's get down to its features. What can both of them take in, right? So let's go. ChatGPT can do images, text, code, documents, all that. Gemini can only do text, images, and codes. You cannot upload documents to Gemini. So if you're doing a lot of data analysis or something like that, you probably want to go with ChatGPT. But let's continue on. So then, what Gemini is good at is searching online, right? It can connect to YouTube and do a lot of searches on YouTube, which is nice too. It's also really good from what I've tested it on with making titles and descriptions and stuff like that. So my recommendation is if you're a content creator, you do a lot of that stuff, work with YouTube a lot, to probably go over to Gemini. That seems like a good fit, especially because both YouTube and Gemini are made by the same parent company, Google. Let's go a little deeper, though. I want to do a little research on the parameters of both models. We can't get a definite answer because they don't really release those details. What we do know is, OpenAI has been saying their new model, GPT-4o, which is available to everyone, is the best out there right now. They've tested it against Gemini. There are some graphs on those. We looked at those in past episodes, though, I think 2 episodes ago, so I'm not going to go there yet, or now, today. You can go back and look at that episode. So from what I would assume, or all the GPTs, or the latest GPT-4o beats out Gemini in the parameter range, but we really don't know. I mean, estimates are that Gemini's a little closer to ChatGPT 3.5 than to 4, so there might be a big difference, there might not. Again, parameters also aren't everything. It just tells you how complex the models are. But if one model could be trained, more on something than another, which could also switch it up. So, Joe, I want to see your opinion. What have you used? Do you use Gemini or ChatGPT?
Yeah, I use more ChatGPT because I don't use AI a lot. So,
At all.
yeah.
What do you use it for when you use it?
I don't know. It's probably like the most random stuff you'll ever hear
So you wouldn't
when
call
I
yourself a power user, that's for sure. You're just
no.
no. It's like once in a blue moon when you want to do something. I gotcha. All
You a
right.
power user?
I would say I use it a lot, but a power user really has to know it very well, like all the ins and outs and prompt engineering. I'm not the best prompt engineer, so for that reason I would say no. For that reason, I'm out. Sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry, I just had my Shark Tank there. No, I would say for that reason, since I'm not a great prompt engineer, I'm not a power user, but I do use it a lot. All right, so break it down, wrap it up here. I would say content creation, stuff like that, all on Gemini. Gemini is also very fast. You want more generalized results. maybe ChatGPT now, especially with their newest model. Then again, Gemini is also really good at searching for on the internet. Like if you say search on Google for this, right, it's a lot better than asking ChatGPT to use Bing, or I think on some plans, especially on 3.5, it doesn't use Bing. So yeah, internet searches and content creation, I would say Gemini, and more your generalized use, data analytics code, I would probably go over to ChatGPT for. But again, up to you. Also, if you want that Mac app and you're on Mac OS, ChatGPT is probably a little better. But there are other options out there, so you are free to explore, but that's what we're breaking down today, or that's what we broke down today. We got a full episode out for you, a lot of topics after our intro, so stay tuned. Alright, so today's tech history on this day, May 15th, 2001. Oh god, I switched to the intro. How did I do that? Alright. Apple retail stores were revealed on that date, again, May 15th, 2001. They announced their first ever stores, in-person stores. Before then, they didn't have any Apple stores. Can you believe that? I feel like there's a lot of Apple stores places. Malls. There's a big glass Apple store in the city. They're all over. Everyone knows their local Apple store. But to think that there weren't any a little over 20 years ago, pretty crazy, gotta admit. The first one was first in the second level of Tyson's Corner Center to make an announcement. But then the second store was in Washington, D.C. All right, interesting. That one opened up 4 days later. And then on and on and on from there, they released better products, and the rest is history, everyone. All right, well, that was today's tech history. Let's move on to our big three topics. Netflix ad tier hit 40 million users. All right, Joe, are you one of those users?
Yes.
Do you have ads though, or are you just like a regular user?
No, I don't.
Oh, so you pay more.
Much this way. Yeah.
So you pay more for can't believe it, Joe. So you're not one of these 40 million. I have Netflix. I don't know what plan. I don't really. Oh, no, I do. I pay more. I don't have ads. I was thinking what shows I watched. I watched Seinfeld. There a lot. But all right, this is good for Netflix, right? Netflix as a company and their stock has been doing very well recently just because a lot of great announcements. Good for them. They're also releasing all those games. They've talked about those. They also just bought rights for NFL games on Christmas Day. So that's going to be good for them. Very interesting. If you're a football fan, maybe you get your Netflix subscription going. But yeah, all right. Oh, wait. They're also doing some live comedy specials and soon a boxing match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. That still hasn't happened.
Oh, whoa.
Why do I feel like that happened? That didn't happen?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I
don't know. Look that up, Joe. Look up if this article isn't old. No, this came out today. All right, look up if that fight already happened. I'm out of touch, guys. I don't know the pop culture. Yeah. Oh, wait, I wasn't showing this article? Oh, sorry. Here's the article, everyone. All right, so pretty interesting. Netflix, yay or nay? I would say yay just because they got Seinfeld. Joe, what do you watch on Netflix?
I don't know, actually.
Oh my god, you don't.
Basically binge watch whatever I see.
Oh my god. Okay, let's move on to the next topic we got today. This one, pretty sorry, excuse me. Netflix RetroArch brings its free multi-system emulator to the iOS App Store. Pretty interesting. Joe, do you emulate? Thanks so much for that response, Joe. That was wonderful.
Yeah. It was an awesome response.
Are you an iPhone user at least?
Yes.
Okay, your responses are so long. It's like you're comprehending this before you answer. Great, you're fired. Not that you were ever hired. All right. Anyway, dive into
No.
this a little more. I can't find it. By the way, I tried to download RetroArch and I couldn't get it. I think that's because I'm on the beta for the next iOS. But anyway, it is on the App Store. I can show you that. If you didn't know, RetroArch, they just emulate things, old games and stuff like that. If you're big into that, this will be great. You know, they got Atari, Nintendo, all the Nintendo consoles, all the Sega consoles, all that stuff you've never even heard before. You can play those games now on your iPhone, which is awesome. I don't know how they're doing this, right? Apple has always been against this stuff, but I guess one of those new updates is now allowing it. But all right, this is exciting for a lot of people. The first ever emulator came out, I think, a few weeks ago. I remember Steven playing it on my birthday, which was April 21st. But all right, there you go. I think that's pretty fascinating. Again, cool to see. I wonder if there's any more, right? I think this is the second one that I could find, but I wonder what other ones are coming. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. All right, Android will be able to detect...
Emulators?
What?
Have you played any of the emulators?
No, I haven't actually. I saw the one that Steven was playing on the App Store today, and I was gonna download it and play it, but then I was like, oh wait, I got 20 minutes to TSARP. Maybe I don't, but maybe later. Maybe I'll check them out later.
Oh.
All right. All right. So now you'll be able to, your Android will be able to detect if your phone has been snatched. New theft detection software they're putting in there will know if someone stole your phone, which is pretty good. Theft detection lock is a feature where the device will lock if it detects abrupt motion that could indicate theft. So by snatched, right, they indicate like a quick grab and like a run, you know, like say it's in your pocket and then someone yanks it out and they run away, it's going to lock immediately. Actually, I think it's more like this. If your phone's open, right, and you're looking at it, maybe you're watching TikTok standing there, someone grabs it and runs, your phone's just going to lock quick. So it was probably open and now it's not. Make it a little better. They can't steal your stuff, hopefully. Your phone's still gone, but at least your data is protected. So good to see they're working on features like this. Hopefully, we'll get more stuff. I think it's even saying that I think a separate hidden area on your phone that can be unlocked with a unique pin. Oh, that's interesting. So you're going to be able to have other private spaces on your phone that you need a unique pin to unlock. Again, this is Android 15. So say, right, I have all my normal apps just after, you know, after my normal pin code. But then say I got my banking apps and stuff like that in a different private section that requires another pin. So you got to know both pins, but if you just know the one, you can get to the other app. So maybe even, right, Joe, like, you're a good friend, Joe. I trust you. I'm going to give you the pin to my phone, but that will only allow you to get to apps, maybe not messages, right, if I don't want you to look at my messages, stuff like that. But maybe you move up the trust ladder. Now I can give you the other pin code, and that will let you into those two. So stuff like that I think is pretty cool. All right, let's see what else. Oh, no, I just adjusted my mouse sensitivity really slow. All right, there is a new Apple accessibility feature that lets you control an iPhone or iPad with your eyes. Wow, that's interesting. All right, I don't even know. Not even just accessibility, that's awesome, right? I love when they add new accessibility features so that even more people can enjoy iPads and iPhones, but like sometimes I just don't feel like reaching forward. You know, reaching forward is really difficult, Joe, and I don't feel like, you know, adjusting my iPad or my phone or stuff, but if I can just look, right, around the screen and stuff, how cool would that be?
That'd be awesome.
I know it would. So yeah, Okay, so they just announced this with a slew of other new accessibility features coming to their software platforms in the months ahead, including eye tracking, which they say uses artificial intelligence to let people with physical disabilities more easily navigate through iOS and iPadOS. A new music haptics option will allow iPhone Taptic Engine vibrations to play taps, textures, and refined vibrations to the audio of the music for supported Apple Music tracks. So I wonder if that is right there an accessibility feature or not. But basically, if you're playing music on Apple Music, your phone will now be able to vibrate a little differently to the music. That could just be for a better, enjoyment experience for everyone. But I think it's also for people that with disabilities that may not be able to hear the music as well, still be able to enjoy it, stuff like that. I'm interested to see how that works into all of this. But and they're also adding features to reduce motion sickness for those susceptible to it when using an iPhone in a moving vehicle. Apple's working on a lot of stuff that's awesome like that. I can't wait to see. I think there's even more in here. But yeah, awesome. Yeah, you guys can check out this article on The Verge all about Apple's new accessibility features. Shout out to The Verge where we get most of our news, right? We don't if you didn't realize, most of the news on TSARP is taken from The Verge or TechCrunch, right? And we simplify it. We put it into this live stream format. And yeah, so there you go. Shout out to The Verge and TechCrunch and every other news site we use. All right. And I think that, oh, no, there is one more. This is a very important topic, everyone. I've been saying that I have a new little tech gadget, or that it was coming yesterday. It did come yesterday, and I've been trying it out yesterday and today. I used it at school today. Joe got to see it. I really like it. Without further ado, it is the Meta Ray-Ban Smart Glasses, and I think they're pretty awesome. For context, I got the Wayfarer, right, and the transition ones that transition to gray, so I can take them out in the sun and have sunglasses too, which I think it's awesome. If you didn't know, that comes with the Hey Meta AI built in, and speakers, microphones, cameras built into these glasses. I just brought it up now so you guys can take a little look. These are the ones I got over here. Not exactly. Those ones have a little bit different lenses. So yeah, so there are these glasses. They got the cameras in the sides. Actually, one's a indicator light you could see here. And they can do a ton of different stuff. Audio, cameras, Meta AI. They connect to your phone, an app on your phone, so you can sync the pictures and stuff. They come with an epic phone charging case, and they've been really cool. I've been using them for all different things, and I really like them so far. My review is they're very good. I don't know yet if they're worth the price. Mine were like $396. So as I use them more over the coming weeks, I'll let you know if I've discovered anything new. Also, by the way, the AI is just like ChatGPT. You can ask it any question you would ask ChatGPT, but also it can use the cameras, so you can ask it stuff about your environment or what you're looking at. Say you're at a museum and you want to know more about a painting in front of you, you can ask questions like that. So, I think they're very cool. As I find more use cases for them, I'll let y'all know. All right. There you go. Joe, did you have anything you wanted to add about the glasses? What did you think when you saw them today?
Oh, I think they're really cool. I think they're really cool that you could just, take pictures. Just, you don't even need to raise your hands or anything. You just ask Meta AI to take pictures too.
There you go, everyone. What do you say? What were you saying? Just as... Now I forgot. I was going to make
you just ask...
Yeah, I was going to make a joke about, yeah, but all right. There you go. That's Joe's famous last words, because he's never coming back. No, he is. You're not fired, Joe. Don't you worry. Thank you all for watching. We'll see y'all next time tomorrow. Bye-bye. Joe, that's where you say bye.
Bye.